Hey, are you new to crypto or just trying to figure out how to buy some Bitcoin, but all the WikiHow links just aren't really working out? Well, this video is a super simple step-by-step guide on exactly how to get your hands on the crypto that you want. Also, this isn't the typical go to Binance.com and sign up for an account. I'm going to be showing you how to do this through a personal wallet. If you're looking to buy crypto, look, man, all you gotta do, go up to this gas station up here, that one right up there on the left. They got the crypto ATM. You just pop in your credit card. They got everything you want.
Helen, I'm going to the gas store. They got a sale on them crypto coins.
First, don't ever buy Bitcoin from an ATM. The fees alone are going to destroy your investment. So bare minimum, you're gonna need some form of ID, like a passport or a driver's license. You'll need a smartphone, an email, and some form of payment like a credit, debit card, or a bank account. So the very first thing we need for this is a wallet. And you can think of this just like your physical wallet that you keep your cash in, only this one is gonna be digital for your internet money. And you can do this through either a desktop or a smartphone. Most of the steps will be very similar, but for this example, I'm gonna be using my desktop. So Metamask is gonna enable you to buy or sell pretty much anything in the Ethereum ecosystem, while Phantom is mostly used for Solana, although it does have support for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well.
Hang on, let me get my notepad. You already ain't making sense.
I'm going to be using Metamask to show you how to do everything, so go ahead and grab that off your web store, or if you're on a phone, just go ahead and grab it off your app store. But the steps for setting up any wallet are basically the same, and just a little side note, you're probably not going to be able to buy and sell directly through every wallet that's out there. So since I'm using Chrome, I'm just going to Google it up and go to the website because they'll have a link straight to the web store. A lot of this is pretty straightforward, so I will be going kind of quick for most of it. All right, we downloaded Metamask, so let's get started. Go ahead and agree to all that nonsense if you want to let them use your data and hit continue. Now we're just going to go ahead and create a password.
Now, how's he know Spaghetti Nights Tuesday?
Then go ahead and acknowledge that Metamask cannot retrieve your password. If you lose your password, there is a backup in the next step. Definitely hit where it says secure your wallet here so we can get the secret phrase for your wallet. Now look, I cannot stress this enough. If you lose your secret phrase and you get locked out of your account, there is no backup. Everything in that wallet is as good as gone. There's no one to contact, there's no phone number to call. Just like it says, Metamask does not collect any of this data from you. If you want some ideas on what to do with it, write it down on a piece of paper and bury it in the backyard. Or scribe it on the inside of the engine block of your car. Better yet, go to your in-laws' house, rip up the carpet in the basement and scribe it on the concrete. Or tattoo it to an internal organ. Look, just make sure you have it hidden in multiple well-secured places. Oh, and don't ever tell that to anyone. No one in the crypto space will ever need to know that for any reason whatsoever. And the same thing goes with your private key to your wallet. And if you're not sure what that is, nobody's ever going to need that. If someone does ask you for that private key, do not give it to them. The only key that you'll ever need to give out is your public key, and that's located right at the top of your Metamask wallet and right at the top of most wallets in general. And that's the key that's going to enable people to send you crypto when you send that public key to them. Okay, well, let's get back on track. Okay, go ahead and throw in the missing words to confirm your secret recovery phrase.
Cheese and moose. All right. You didn't hear none of them words, boy.
And you now have a digital wallet. So real quick, it's just going to tell you how to pin it to your browser so you have easy access to it. And then next, it's going to tell you about the enhanced transaction protection, which it's something you're probably never going to need to really turn off. And there's your wallet. So let's get some crypto in this bad boy. Go ahead and hit that buy or sell button right there and it'll take you to your Metamask portfolio. So you're going to toss in where you're located and then you're going to choose how you want to buy it. I'm going to use a debit card for this example. So just go ahead and throw in how much you want to throw away at crypto. I personally like MoonPay, so that's the one I'm going to be using. After you hit continue, it'll send you to the MoonPay website where you'll put in your email that they'll send a verification code to. You'll just slap that in and then you fill out some basic information, name, date of birth, where you live. You hit continue and then toss in your address and then it's going to ask you for your payment information. This is where you got to do the know your customer crap. And trust me, don't try to cheat it because it's not going to work. Now, I already have a MoonPay account and I'm not trying to sign up my mother-in-law for no reason. So I'm going to be using some slides from a MoonPay video that will be linked below for the next part. First thing it's going to ask you is for your address. Then it's going to ask you what kind of ID you want to upload. Now it's going to give you a QR code to scan with your phone, and don't worry, if you're like me and still use a Galaxy S7, it'll provide you a link that you can click and they'll send you a text message. So slap in your phone number and then click the link that they send you, and then get ready to upload the ID that you chose. Now when you take the picture, make sure it's well lit and not fuzzy at all, because it could make it take a lot longer than it needs to. Trust me, I know. Next, it's going to want you to take a selfie, and yikes. But after that, you're all set. You just got to wait for the verification to go through.
Hey, come here. We're going to sign you up for the moon. Quit walking in between my legs. The man said you can't be fuzzy in the picture.
Now, the verification might take a little bit. I think mine took a couple hours, but my picture wasn't exactly what they wanted it to be. So you might have to reopen Metamask and submit another buy order. Either way, once you get verified and you get your buy order open, you should see this screen to confirm your order. After you hit pay, your transaction will be submitted and your crypto should be on the way. For me, even the first time I did it, I don't think it took any longer than maybe 5 minutes to actually get the crypto in my wallet. And crack open your crypto wallet and there it is, or should be. Now, if you say, screw it, I want my money back, all you gotta do is go back in, slap the buy or sell button again. It's gonna go ahead and take you back into your portfolio, and it's gonna ask you how much you wanna sell. I'm gonna be using MoonPay again since we just signed up with it, and it's gonna make it super simple to not have to sign up with another service. And for me, I think 0.03 Ethereum sounds pretty good. And now we need to actually send that Ethereum to MoonPay. So we're gonna hit continue, and then the next window will pop up, and then we're gonna hit send Ethereum to MoonPay. Next, it's gonna create the transaction, and it should show you this. And there should also be a pop-up from your MetaMask that looks like this. Next, a pending transaction window from MetaMask should pop up while the blockchain does its magic. And then you should get a confirmation window that looks like this. And if you hit that little view status on MoonPay button, it should bring up a window that confirms everything was sent properly. Now you can log into your bank account and give it a peek. This is what mine looks like. It's a pending credit transaction on my debit card. Now they do say it can take up to 48 hours for this to actually land, but when I've done it in the past, it's only taken several hours for it to actually be deposited into my bank account. Now for the Phantom wallet, we're gonna be doing the same thing that we did for MetaMask. Pop open your wallet, hit the buy button that's on the right, and pick what you want to buy. I'm going to choose Solana for this. It'll show what wallet you're in, and that's the same address that the crypto is going to be delivered to. Just type in how much of that currency that you want. I'm going to be doing 1.5 Solanas. Hit next, and it'll ask you where you want to buy from. And since we signed up with MoonPay during the MetaMask rundown, I'm going to be using them. When you hit MoonPay, a pop-up from MoonPay will open and it'll show your current buy order. Just make sure everything is correct and then go ahead and hit next. Then you just throw in your 3-digit CVC number from your credit card, agree to all the terms and conditions, and then hit pay. The next window will pop up showing everything's being processed, and then you should have whatever you bought in your wallet within maybe a couple minutes. Now, just in case you're wondering, there are 2 other ways of buying and selling crypto that I'm aware of. The first is going through an exchange like Binance or Kraken, and if you choose that route, you're going to have a very similar experience with the whole sign up and doing the know your customer verification. And the other way is peer-to-peer websites like Paxful or Local CoinSwap. Now, I don't have any experience with these, so I can't give you much insight on them, but I do know the websites exist, and it's where people go to buy, sell, and trade crypto directly from each other.
Helen, where's them quarters you were rolling for your mother? These people on the internet are buying bits of coins.
All right, all you dudes and dudettes, I hope everybody got something out of this week's episode. And look, if I screwed anything up, slap on a caps lock and let me know down in the comments. But if you like what we do here at Seems Legit Research, give me a like and subscribe so I can quit working at Jimmy's Jerk Chicken and Chipotle Cheese Chateau. I got to go find the intern since he didn't show up for the video. The idiot probably got lost leaving his house.